Yeah, we're looking, guys, at a live shot here. As you can see, President Trump next to Vice President Harris, President Biden, all of them together. Obviously, Senator J.D. Vance there as well. A moment of unity. Let's just be honest about this. It's a moment of unity here on this solemn anniversary, Michelle and Dr. Gina. Yes, we might have different viewpoints, but today, as Americans, we stand together and remember those lives lost and hopefully make this country a little bit better. Dr. Gina, that's what this picture says to me. I'd love to get your reaction as well.
Well, that is a sight. I'll tell you what. I guess I just didn't expect to see it exactly like this, since President Trump was the only one that showed up for the wreath laying at the Afghanistan commemoration this just last month, I think it was. It's very interesting to see this alignment, certainly, of political folks there, and wondering if Joe Biden knows where he is. Again, he's not engaging in conversation. Most everyone else is, and Joe Biden looking around. Not a good look, Michelle, for the foreign folks that are watching, especially.
I definitely didn't expect this shot, but this is a day to be unified as America and putting America first. We all remember what happened and where we were during 9/11. I think it says a lot about our country that we can stand together right here, especially compared to last night, in which there was so much division. This is a moment of unity. Dr. Gina.
Yeah. Interesting to just watch the body language and watch who's talking to who and who isn't talking to Terrence, right?
But they're there.
No,
that's what's important.
Exactly, Dr. Gina. That's similar. I think we're all surprised. Look, when I first saw the picture, I was struck. I was like, "Is this real? Like, are they all together?"
Is it real?
But
yeah.
Look, they are all together, and so that's part of why I may have paused as we were coming in, because I was looking to try to figure out, okay, is this really real? But I think it does really send a message, and I hope it's a positive message that, particularly in difficult moments, we're willing to put aside politics and stand for the American people. Let's bring in our David Zier right now. He is also there in New York. President Trump has a very busy day in New York. He'll also go to Shanksville. David, President Trump will also be visiting a firehouse there in New York a little bit later on. I believe that's where you are right now. Talk about New York. As a New Yorker, this is basically a new generation, if you will, of Americans who are now honoring this dubious, unfortunately, date. I just realized, 23 years, there were kids who were born shortly thereafter who are now adults, and they're dealing with what happened 23 years ago today there in New York, David.
Yeah, the memories don't go away, especially if your family was affected. I lost one of my best friends as a teenager, Peter Brennan, in 288 Firehouse. My sister lost 81 clients. I have family who lost a fiance. Everyone in our lives lost people here. And this is the same exact weather that was there on September 11th on 2001. And more people have died since 9/11 from airborne illnesses and cancer